The conversation dominating YouTube is, how should we act and what habits should we cultivate to improve and lead a virtuous life using Stoicism as a guide? However, little is said about the habits we already have and that are totally detrimental to our lives. Epictetus put it clearly by highlighting that two vices are much more serious than others: the lack of determination and self-control. Epictetus understood that resisting and persisting are crucial elements for an ethical life. Persisting means not stopping striving and acting according to the law, even if we don't like it. This involves creating new ways to improve ourselves. It's hard to cultivate good habits, so persistence is key. It's also crucial to resist. Resisting means avoiding bad habits and temptations that destroy us, avoiding everything that doesn't benefit us. We need to control our minds. What customs and habits of our daily lives should we avoid? Now is the right time to start eliminating everything that makes us feel bad, avoiding negative emotions that distract us, or putting an end to everything that prevents us from achieving our goals. In this video, I will discuss 10 habits that we all should avoid if we want to live a full and happy life. But before continuing, I'd like to thank you. If you can give the video a like, it will help me bring this philosophy to more people. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any content, and don't forget to activate the notification bell. Now, let's get to the video. First habit: stop wasting your precious time. Seneca once said, although we complain that our days are few, we act as if they were infinite. He reflected deeply on life and concluded that many people just exist, not living as they should. When we feel lazy, we put off things we should do and waste time on things that aren't worth it. We don't realize that time is our most valuable asset, and sometimes we end up losing this precious asset on useless things. Nothing guarantees that we will survive tomorrow or have the capacity to do what we want. The words of Marcus Aurelius can be used to express, you could stop living at this very moment. Do not let your actions, opinions, and thoughts be influenced by this. Let this reflection on time prevent you from wasting it and help you appreciate it as you should. In other words, learn to value it more, because time belongs only to the present and the future, and the past is gone. Don't waste your time on something unnecessary. Seize the opportunity, live, love the people around you, and be happy. The first thing we should do to have a happy life is to start valuing the time we have as a treasure. Second, you should avoid getting emotionally attached to things. Stoics believe we should learn to detach from things that bring us nothing, not just physically, but also emotionally. Otherwise, it will be of no use at all. Don't torture yourself for making a mistake in life. Learn to avoid this kind of repetition in your life. Guilt and regret are not good things, and they don't help us at all. This doesn't mean experiencing these emotions is unacceptable. These emotions help us understand when we act incorrectly. However, we shouldn't allow these emotions to torment us once we know we acted wrongly and have learned from the situation to avoid making the same mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I do too. So always look for a way to improve from mistakes and don't suffer too much because of them. Third habit: avoid procrastinating. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius stated, you could do something useful today, but you choose to do it tomorrow. In other words, Seneca observed that all fools have one thing in common. They are always ready to say, I will never do that, instead of, I will do it tomorrow. And when tomorrow comes, we do nothing. Today is today, so do it now. We often delay things, even having something to do. Do it immediately, even if you feel lazy. What's the point in postponing something you need to do? There are many reasons why doing what needs to be done now is always better. As I mentioned before, we have little time. Also, when you fulfill your duties, it's better to rest. When you delay something out of laziness, you feel guilty, and you know you should be doing something rather than resting. You end up doing something that should be the last thing to do, wasting your time. In the end, you know you don't deserve the rest, so you don't enjoy it as much. The worst part is that you will eventually have to fulfill that obligation, and it might even pile up and push the rest even further. So, procrastinating benefits you in no way. The satisfaction of a job well done is one of the best feelings in the world. Also, doing it right means doing it on time, not later. So, do it now. Fourth habit, forget seeking advantage or recognition in everything you do. Don't seek recognition or approval from others. If you do something well, help someone, or achieve success in something, you'll only run into trouble if you believe others should thank you for what you do for them or congratulate you on your achievements. Life shouldn't be this way. You have no control over others' opinions or whether what you do is appreciated or rejected. Only you have control over what you do, say, and think. Let the action itself be the goal, not the recognition from others. If you do something, do it because it makes you happy or because you believe it's the best you can do. After a job well done, the recognition and praise from others usually follow. It's not a problem if no one recognizes your work and effort, because sooner or later it will happen, even from people close to you. That wasn't your intention. It was your duty to do so. It doesn't matter what others think of you. Thinking this way will make you feel good about yourself. Focus on giving your best. Fifth, stand up for what's right. Stoicism values justice highly. Great Stoics like Marcus Aurelius emphasize treating others fairly. If we don't act against wrongs, we're part of the problem. While Stoics avoid conflict, they can't ignore big issues. If there's injustice against us or others, we must act with wisdom and courage. We can't control others, but we can choose to act rightly. If we ignore wrongs, we're part of the problem. Sixth habit, don't worry about change. In one of his meditations, Marcus Aurelius mentioned everything in life needs to change, both the good and the bad. Trying to keep everything the same or focusing on something we cannot control prevents us from discovering the many opportunities that come with change. Embrace change, and you will see how often it leads to something better. Seventh habit, live in the present. One of the keys to living a happy life is to live in the present and stop worrying about the past or the future. The past is gone, and the future has not yet arrived. So focus on the present and live it fully. Eighth, avoid complaining. Embrace the circumstances in which you find yourself, accept them as they are, and avoid complaining. Complaining will not make you feel better, nor will it change the situation. Learn to accept things as they are and seek a solution instead of complaining. Next habit, avoid constant comparisons. We should avoid constantly comparing ourselves to others, as this is a harmful habit in our life. Each person has their own path and purpose in life. As Epictetus mentioned, we should stop trying to be anything other than the best version of ourselves. We should focus on our own progress and growth. Remember that the true essence of good can only be found in things that are under our control, nothing more. It's not under your control if someone is better than you in some area or at some job. The only thing under your control is the will to improve, the desire to be better each day. Last habit, don't stress too much. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Want less anxiety, stop overthinking." Worry comes more from our thoughts than actual things happening. Today, a lot of people feel stressed, maybe because of the internet or thinking too much about what might happen. But thinking like this doesn't help. You've faced tough times before, so trust yourself. Understand what you can and can't change. Be ready for tough situations, but often things aren't as bad as you think. Do you have any habits in your life that you want to give up? Let us know in the comments, as your participation is very important. I hope this video helps in some way, as I know how annoying it is to have these habits that don't benefit us at all. The path to a peaceful, happy, and purposeful life involves giving up these habits and adopting new ones, and that will be the focus we pursue through our channel here on YouTube. So, subscribe to our channel, give it a like, and don't forget to comment. We've prepared this video especially for you to watch about Stoic philosophy. I sincerely hope this message has been helpful to you. I want to congratulate you immensely for making it this far and for finishing the video. This means you want to improve as a person. If you liked the video, leave your comment. Don't know what to comment? Comment, I accept the challenge. So I know you made it to the end. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and join us. Thank you for your attention. See you next time, warrior.